Why eat all of those preservatives in store-bought mayonnaise when you can make it at home yourself? I'm going to show you 3 methods to make mayonnaise completely foolproof.
Let's make it with a food processor. Make sure you're using the small bowl attachment. If you try and make this in the large bowl, the oil won't come together with the egg and you'll end up with a split mayonnaise. Into the small bowl, add 1 fresh egg. You want to use the freshest eggs you can get your hands on. We're going to blitz that up for about 10 to 20 seconds until the egg starts to come together as one. To the egg, add in 1 tablespoon 14 grams of Dijon mustard and 1 tablespoon 15 milliliters of vinegar. Add in half a teaspoon 3 grams of salt. We'll give it a taste at the end and see if it needs any more.
The addition of mustard is what makes this recipe foolproof. It helps the oil and the egg to emulsify together.
Start to whir it all together. Make sure none of the eggy bits have stuck to the tops or sides of the bowl. If they have, give them a scrape down. Slowly add in 1/4 of the oil drop by drop. You want to be really meticulous and add it very slowly. This will make sure the mayonnaise doesn't split. We're adding in 1 cup 236 milliliters of avocado oil. You can use any neutral oil you like. Once you've added in that 1/4 of the oil drop by drop, you can add the rest of your oil in a very smooth stream. You still want to make sure to go a little bit slow at this point. Again, adding too much might split your mayonnaise. By the time you've added in all of your oil, your mayonnaise should have thickened up. Now's a great time to give it a taste and season with some lemon juice and additional salt if needed. Transfer it to a pot and store in your refrigerator for 2 weeks or until the best by date on your egg. If you want to make your mayonnaise last even longer, use some of the whey off of a good Greek yogurt. The whey is the clearish whitish liquid that sits on top of the yogurt. Add in about a tablespoon to your mix while you're whizzing it up, then allow it to stand on the counter for 6 hours and then refrigerate. This will make the mayonnaise last twice as long. Let's make it with an immersion blender. To make your mayonnaise using an immersion blender, you want to use a pot that's only slightly wider than the width of your blender. To your container, add 1 very fresh egg, 1 tablespoon 14 grams of Dijon mustard, 1 tablespoon 15 milliliters of vinegar, I'm using apple cider, and about half a teaspoon 3 grams of salt. I'm also adding in 1 tablespoon of whey that I've borrowed from my Greek yogurt to help the mayonnaise last longer in the refrigerator. Now gently pour your oil over the egg mix and let it settle for about 30 seconds. Gently put the immersion blender into the pot so that it's fully encompassing the egg. You want the immersion blender to sit on the very bottom of your pot. Then on high speed, just start blitzing. After about 10 seconds of leaving your blender at the bottom, slowly start to pull it upwards and you can see just how quickly that's come together. It's so quick and super glossy and delicious. This is the perfect way to make mayonnaise. Season with salt and lemon juice to your preference. If you're using whey, make sure to let your mayonnaise sit on the counter for 6 hours and then store it in the refrigerator for up to 4 weeks. If you're not using the whey, store it in the refrigerator immediately and it should last about 2 weeks. Let's make it by hand. Add your egg to a bowl, then whisk the egg until the whites and yolks are combined. Add 1 tablespoon 14 grams of Dijon mustard and 1 tablespoon 15 milliliters of vinegar. Add in a half teaspoon 3 grams of salt. Continue whisking your mixture. We're going to add in 1 cup 236 milliliters of avocado oil. You want to do this drop by drop so that the mixture doesn't split. Once you've added in 1/4 of the oil, you can start to slowly stream in the remaining oil, whisking constantly. This might take a lot of elbow grease, but it sure is a good workout. This is really a trust the process moment. Keep going with the oil until it's all added in and incorporated. It will look really liquidy until the last minute when finally it comes together and thickens up. Season with a little bit more salt and a squeeze of lemon juice to taste. Store in a jar in your refrigerator for 2 weeks or until the best by date on your eggs.
In my opinion, the best way to use mayonnaise is in a cheese and onion sandwich. Check out my recipe here. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button and make sure to subscribe because I come out with a new video every week. See you next time.